And welcome in. We are at Five Wells Field for the Freed-Hardeman Lion baseball team is going to take on the Shawnee State Bears. Shawnee State up from the Cincinnati area. Long drive for them. I'm Ray Pack. Next to me is Michael Mullenix. Michael will be doing the color commentary today. I'll be having the play-by-play. Tomorrow, Game 1 of a doubleheader starts at noon. Second game, that'll be a 7-inning game. Second game scheduled to start at 3, and Mr. Mullenix will take you home on both of those. He may be joined by a special guest. Mr. Alex Huey may be up, depending what he may have other duties since they're short people, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. But anyway, the Lions come into today. Might find it here. They are 17-8 overall. What? Oh, need that paper. I need this one. They're 5-4 in conference play. Shawnee State comes in 7-13 overall, 1-5 in conference play. Lions are down in 5th place in the conference with that 5-4 record. Georgetown at the top with 5-1. Cumberland of Tennessee second, 6-2. Lindsey Wilson 6-3, and Bethel is at 5-3. And right behind Freed-Hardeman is Thomas More. University of the Cumberlands, Campbellsville, Tennessee Southern, Pikeville, and Shawnee State sits in the cellar.
Right now 1-5 in the conference right now is Shawnee State, so it'll be interesting to see what they can do today here against Freed-Hardeman.
Well, that'll bring up the first batter for Shawnee State. That'll be Scott Herman. Hitting .237, has 7 doubles, 2 home runs, 13 RBIs. Herman playing, he is the catcher for this Shawnee State team. On the bump for Freed-Hardeman is Alex Huey. And 2 balls now as Huey comes in at a 2-1 record, 4.35 ERA. 36 strikeouts, 11 walks. And there's a call, strike 1. The Lions line up this way defensively. Christian Presley in left field. Hunter Beecham in center field. William Kelly in right field. And a high fly ball. Look at how the wind's affecting that. That started out all the way over in right center field, and Hunter Beecham pulls it in. Across the infield for Freed-Hardeman, Will McCall at third, Kent Rooklin at short, Zach Sanders at second, Sean Rooney at first, behind the plate Mason Labla, and as I said, Alex Huey on the hill today. That brings up Howie Rodriguez hitting .359, called strike 1. 2 home runs, 25 RBIs for Rodriguez so far on the season. Huey winds and deals. Ball 1.
Looks like just missed on the outside corner right there.
Now, we've had this umpire behind the plate before. And strike 2. I like how quickly he gets that signal out there. So 1-2 the count with 1 out. And a swing. And a miss for strikeout number 1 for Alex Huey.
2 up, 2 down here real quick for Alex Huey as well.
That'll bring up Jacob Heighton. Comes in hitting .353. 3 doubles, 2 triples, 2 home runs, and 5 RBIs. And that one's down and in. Don't forget the broadcast being produced and directed by Paul Schultze. Worthy Roads. Produced by Paul Schultze, directed by Summer Sturgis. We're with Worthy Road Studios here. And that breaking pitch broke just down low. So 2-0 the count here. Great camera work. And that one just misses outside, Michael.
Yeah, Lively just couldn't bring it in far enough to reverse the decision right there.
So let's see if Huey can come back from a 3-0 count. And he does. He throws it right down Main Street. And there's the first hit for Shawnee State. It'll be a single to left field. And so that brings up the cleanup man, number 13, Jacob Klein. He comes in hitting .313, and now the key stat for him is he has 8 doubles and 5 home runs.
Yeah, and that 5 home runs is currently tied for the lead on this team with 3 other people who are very close together in this lineup.
And there's a called strike on the outside corner. You know, you look down at the overall conference stat leaders. Shawnee State doesn't have anyone on the top 5 of any of the 6 or the 8 categories that are listed. 4 of them hitting and 4 of them pitching stats. And he went, yes, sir. Home plate umpire says yes. Shawnee State comes in, Michael, with 40 doubles, 3 triples. They've hit 28 home runs. That's not bad, but they're obviously the home runs. It seems to me, looking at the RBI totals, a lot of their home runs have been solo home runs. And that one, Huey backs him off the plate. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a runner on first for Shawnee State. I love that sky blue. And the Lions in our favorite uniforms, the black with the maroon and gold. And there's a single, another single to left. So
runners on first and second now.
That brings up a lefty, number 9, Noah Sniddick. He's hitting .390. Again, with just 8 RBIs. So Huey worked quickly, retired the first 2, and then 2 straight singles. Checks his runners. And that one downstairs. And
nice pitch right there.
Called strike. That was perfect. Huey does give up quite a few hits, but he knows how to work his way around this situation. Oh, nice pitch. Down and in. Strike 2. 1-2 the count. Let's see if Huey can close the deal on Sniddick. And a called strike 3 on the outside corner. So Shawnee State scores no runs. They get 2 hits, no errors. So our score after half an inning, 0-0. We'll be back as Freed-Hardeman comes to the plate on the FHU Sports Network.
Chase Animal Hospital is a 5-doctor small animal practice in Huntsville, Alabama. We are a full-service hospital offering great patient care, boarding, grooming, and doggy daycare. Come and see us for all of your pets' needs. We are a proud sponsor of Freed-Hardeman University Athletics.
Welcome to Man's Wrecker Service. We offer a wide array of services. We are dedicated towing professionals, experienced in both simple and complicated towing services. We offer light and heavy-duty off-road recovery, auto and heavy-duty towing, load shift and load transfer capabilities, and much more. We are equipped to handle any situation, no matter how big or how small. Call today at 731-424-2173.
This could be a true story.
All right, welcome back in as we head to the bottom of the first. On the mound for Shawnee State is, I'm going to say you pronounce that Wisniewski. Michael, what do you think?
I'm going to go ahead and say that's right. Wazinski,
Wisniewski. He is a senior right-handed pitcher from Strongsville, Ohio. He comes into today's game with a 1-3 record, a 14.37 ERA, 28 strikeouts, 16 walks. And stepping in for Freed-Hardeman is Christian Presley. Presley coming in, hitting .313 with 4 doubles, 1 triple, 4 home runs, 22 RBIs. And the first pitch right at the knee, strike one.
Swinging on that one as well is going to miss. Now count is 0-2.
Yeah, you just jump right on over there. Presley also comes in with 11 stolen bases. That may be a key stat here, hopefully in a moment.
We'll say the amount of stolen bases Freed's gotten.
22 just between him and Rooklyn. And there's ball 2. So he works it back from an 0-2 count now. It's 2-2. And he went for the outside pitch, soft, grounds it back to the pitcher. So a 1-3 ground out for Presley, and out number 1. That'll bring up first baseman Sean Rooney. Rooney comes in hitting .351, 9 doubles. He leads the team in that category, 1 triple, 1 home run, and 17 runs batted in. And down and away. So we got the scoreboard correct now?
We do have it correct now.
Okay. And ball 2. You know, Wisniewski, he really needs to have a good first inning for his confidence. And ball 3. Shawnee State lines up with Bavis in left field, Duran in center, Lund in right, Heighton at third, Klein at short, Rodriguez at second, Sniddick at first. Behind the plate is Herman, and Wisniewski is on the bump as strike 1 comes across the plate. So 3-1 to count now to Sean Rooney. And Rooney, a high chopper. And if that doesn't go foul, that's an infield hit. And the catcher sails it. And so Rooney is going to advance to second on a throwing error by the catcher. So we'll go infield hit. There was no chance the catcher was going to throw him out as high as that ball hopped. He had no shot. He should have just ate it.
And now it's going to bring up Will McCall. And
437, 9 doubles, 1 triple, 5 home runs, 19 RBIs. And he goes the other way. Going to move the runner up, but it's a 3 unassisted ground out. And that'll bring up Zach Sanders. Sanders' average He's at 295 with 3 doubles, 19 RBIs. Not your prototypical, what you would consider to be your cleanup hitter.
First one right down the middle for strike number 1.
Sanders' job now just put something in the grass in the outfield, and that's a ball. You don't want to eat those? I'll eat all of them. Well, you can have as many as you want. It's what I got them for. Well, pass them down there to her. And Sanders goes the other way, and that one's going to end up out of play beyond the Shawnee State bullpen. The further they're away from me, the better off I am. So 1 and 2 strikes to Zach Sanders. And Sanders, that's down. That's in the corner. That's going to be another double for Sanders.
Oh, closer than what I thought it was going to be right there.
Well, he almost overslid the bag, but he was able to stay on it. So, RBI double for Zach Sanders. And you noticed how he went with the pitch to right field. That brings up William Kelly, the right fielder for the Lions, hitting .254, 6 doubles, 3 home runs, 12 RBIs for Kelly. So the Lions on the board make the most of their 2 hits. And Kelly, that wasn't what he wanted. He just said, I'll take that. It was a strike. And a big swing and a miss. Should have already done this. Make sure we're cruising. So 0-2 the count on Kelly. And that one goes outside for ball 1.
Looks like just missed on the outside corner.
That's almost too close to take. Yes. So count now 2 balls, 2 strikes on Kelly. And a swing and a miss for out number 3. But the Lions put a run on the board on 2 hits. So after 1 full inning, our score, Lions 1, Shawnee State nothing. We'll be back with more on the FHU Sports Network.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's Body Shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
I'm Ray Pack, and you are
Michael Mullenix.
And we are here at Five Wells Field in Henderson, Tennessee for the first game of this 3-game conference set between the Lions and the Bears of Shawnee State. 1-0 our score, both teams with 2 hits. And that one fouled straight back. Look, it almost made Michael jump.
Keep forgetting that there's a net there.
And a swing and a miss. That's a great pitch by Huey right there. See if he comes back with the old number 1.
And
I believe he did, but it was a little bit low. You got the number 6 hitter Jeremiah Clark. Is that right? Yeah, this is the designated hitter. He's hitting 250. He steps out. Now here comes Huey. And that one fouled off. I believe that's going to get over to the Lucas Russo intramural field.
we might find that in the fall.
You might. And there's a grounder. Sanders, backhand. Spin, throw, great play by Zach Sanders. That's a tough play to make, Michael, when you're going away from the ball and then you throw back across your body like that.
That is, but if you know one person in this conference that's going to get that done, it's either going to be Zach Sanders or it's going to be Kent Rook.
Well, you're right there. That brings up Tanner Lund, hitting 246, 2 doubles, has 15 RBIs for this team. Lund is the right fielder. And, woo, caused those folks over at the Shawnee State dugout to scatter quick, didn't he?
Looked like, we got one of them in the head.
Did it get one? May need the trainer.
That's one of their starters, too.
Yeah, you're right. It did. I didn't see it. You're calling for the trainer. Cody making his way across. That is Cody, isn't it, today? Yes. Let me get over and check on the player in the dugout. That's tough to take a line drive like that to the head. And that was a sharply hit line drive. So 0-1 the count. We'll try to keep you up to date on the player in the dugout. Yeah, and a ball up and away. And that one down and in. Ball 2 on Lund. I didn't catch the number of who it was.
It looked like it was number 39, Heighton, Jacob Heighton.
Third baseman. And there's a sky-high ball hit in the air. Rooney under it in foul territory for out number 2. And that brings up Roberto Bavis, the left fielder, hitting 231. Has one extra base hit. That's a double with 4 RBIs. And a ball outside. And that one fouled, chopped at the plate. And that one upstairs, ball 2. And that one catches the inside corner of the plate. So we've got 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
And it looks like 39 is okay over there.
Good.
Oh.
And that one, Libla did a great job trying to frame that, but that pitch was outside. So full count now. And a swing and a miss. So 3 up, 3 down for Huey in the bottom of the second. Our score still remains Freed-Hardeman 1, Shawnee State nothing. We'll be back with more on the FHU Sports Network.
27 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookum's, you are getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookum Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookum Steakhouse, come taste the difference.
Southern Family Dentistry's dental laser technology is a game changer for those who experience dental anxiety. Just imagine, no more drills. Look at some of Dr. Nathan Nash's patient results. We provide a relaxing environment to ensure a pleasant visit every time. From a simple cleaning to a full dental reconstruction. And now, prepless veneers. We're there when you need us. Dr. Nathan Nash will treat your family just like he wants his family treated. Check them out on Facebook to see all those loving smiles. Call 300-4545. Southern Family Dentistry, we want to make you smile.
And we're back here on the FHU Sports Network. Line still up 1-0. Update on the player that was hit. That was Jacob Hyten. Looks like he is okay. He's back out at third base for the Bears.
That's just a scary thought, you know. That's why in Little League they got a full fence up in front of the dugout to protect the young guys. Well, stepping up for Freed-Hardeman is the shortstop, Kent Rooklin, hitting .326, 6 doubles, 2 homers, 9 RBIs.
And
you might kiss that one goodbye.
And going to go ahead and get that cowboy hat for the first
yes,
time
sir.
in the series.
Well, that was I kind of felt like that was a shot, but when it left the bat, but the way the wind's blowing, you don't ever know today.
That's right. That thing left in a hurry.
Well, as my good friend, and he may be watching today, David Abbey would say, could have had a stewardess on that flight.
You definitely could on that one.
Because it got up. Of course, if you were watching softball last weekend, Allie Mitchell absolutely crushed one to left field. And they have about a 24-foot net to protect the new clubhouse that they have put over there. She hit it over that net. Yeah. That's one where David said you needed popcorn with the movie on that flight. And Caleb Molo, the designated hitter's up, hitting .378 with a home run and 7 RBIs. Yeah, it goes back to some of those old cliches Coach Joe used to use.
Maybe we can get that 2-2 count with 2 runners on here in a minute. Say the deuces are wild.
The deuces are wild. And Molo, he gets under that one.
Fly a little bit more.
Yeah, that one stays in the park, but a deep fly to left field by Molo. That brings up Hunter Beecham, the center fielder. And Beecham comes in hitting .276, 5 doubles, 3 triples, 4 home runs, and 14 RBIs. Where's that stat sheet over there?
Which one are you looking for?
I'm looking for hours.
There you go.
Thanks, sir. First pitch was a ball. Freed-Hardeman with 24 home runs on the year. So they can, you know, a lot of teams in the Mid-South And another one. I tell you what, they are giving it a ride. That ball, you can kiss that one goodbye.
2 times.
That's 2 in an inning, brother. 2 in an inning. I got to come up with a new line on home runs. And that was about the same spot that Kent Rooklyn hit his. Now we got the catcher coming up, Mason Libla, number 10, hitting .240 with a triple, 4 home runs, and 10 RBIs.
You see over here at the dugout, you got the cowboy hat, Jack Early over there with the traffic cone.
So who got the traffic cone?
Looks like Jack Early's got the traffic cone. I think that's just one of their celebration techniques.
And they called strike to Libla. That's 3 balls in a row, Michael, that have been sailed. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. Molo just missed his.
I would say if he got a little bit more solid hit on that thing would have been gone. But you could tell he definitely did get under that.
And Libla, sky high, foul territory. His counterpart, Herman, pulls in that pop foul. So that's out number 2. That brings up the top of the order, Christian Presley, who grounded out to the pitcher in his first at-bat today. And third baseman Heighton comes up with it, throws across the diamond to retire Presley for out number 3, but not before the Lions send 2 bombs out of here to add to their lead. It is now 3-0 Lions. We'll be back with more on the FHU Sports Network.
Men, there's a new salon in Jackson, Race Clips, on South Highland, next door to Roland Safety and Supply. Whether it's a quick trim or a new look, Race Clips stylists can transform you to perfection. At Race Clips, you'll find all the products to keep you looking your best. Active duty military, veterans, and law enforcement officers receive a discount. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 6, 9 to 3 on Saturday. Race Clips on South Highland, Jackson. Go to race-clips.com.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place is yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
And we get right in right as Huey delivers strike 1 to George Duran, who's hitting .278 with 5 doubles and 11 RBIs. And they're going to check swing, and first base umpire says no, sir. So 1-1 to count.
You got to looking at the schedule for today and to get that pitch right
That's
there.
a strike. Swinging is Duran.
You got Thomas Moore tennis coming into town today, playing Freed-Hardeman in women's tennis, and also in men's as well.
And there's a shot foul down the third base line.
And you got softball. They were at
softball series got moved.
It got moved.
They will be playing a Saturday-Sunday series at Georgetown, Kentucky.
And then, of course, baseball today, over this next week. Golf, they'll be – I think they've got 2 or 3 different tournaments they're going to.
Got a lot of things going on.
That's right. Shout out to my buddy. I told Wes Graham I'd give him a shout-out on that. I believe he's watching. He telling us.
Who is Wesley?
Wes is, yeah.
And a ground ball to McCall. McCall comes up, high throw, but Rooney pulls it in for out number 1. And now then Shawnee State flips back to the top of the order. The catcher, Scott Herman, flew out to center field. And that's the one, Michael, remember, started out over here in right center and ended up over in left center. That tells you get the ball up in the air too far, the wind definitely will affect the trajectory. Did I just use a big word?
Yeah, that was a little big word. Little big word.
Hey, that pitch fouled back. And that one, Libla tried to pull it down, but it was up and away. And that one, a little chin music right there. Ball 2. 2-1 now. And they called strike 2. What was I fixing to look at, Michael?
I don't know. You said chin music. That got me thinking about Shawn Michaels for a minute. So. WWE's later tonight.
I know what I was looking for. And a swing and a miss for strikeout number 4 for Huey. And that's out number 2 here. Howie Rodriguez, he did strike out in his last at bat. I know what I was trying to find. I just got to find it. I don't know if it's on this one. I don't think if I shared it there or not.
Big swing.
Big swing, baby. You go ahead and call this. I'm looking for I'm going to look for
so right now 0-1 count for Huey.
That's why we have 2 of us up here.
That one curves in, but it looks like it just didn't get in far enough. So one evens the count up here at 1-1. And that one, a swing and a miss for strike number 2.
Okay, here's the schedule for softball. They will play in Georgetown on Saturday. First game, 3 o'clock. Then the second game approximately. There's another swing, and the catcher drops, throws. So you got a K2-3.
And again, you go no hits, no runs, no hits, no errors. And Lions still with a 3-0 lead here as we head into the bottom of the third here on the FHU Sports Network.
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing Deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, me and my dreams run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there.
Over 7 years ago, God called Brandy Reagan into a new career as a realtor. 7+ years later, Brandy is a multi-million-dollar producer, broker, and owner of Reagan Realty Group. Brandy believes God will always give her what He wants her to have. Brandy loves helping clients find their dream homes, and she believes each and every home has a story to tell. So call Brandy today at 731-410-7700 and let her help tell your story. Go get 'em, Lions!
And the young fans here hit the ballpark at Five Wells Field.
I remember used to bring my glove when used to go to Nashville Sounds games a lot, go to watch them play
Try
Iowa.
to catch that glove,
I'd always be behind the home plate, so I wouldn't get the chance very often. I think I got one maybe at a Tennessee Smokies game. But
that's I hate to say that. That's a tough one. Sean Rooney going to step up. Mentioning the Lady Lions, they continue their winning ways, Michael, sweeping Williams Baptist on Tuesday to move to 21-0 on the season.
And I believe they're –
and a swing and a miss.
What, one of 2 left undefeated teams?
I think that is correct. Morgan Crawford pitched game number 1 the other day. Came probably within 3 inches of a perfect game. She had 1 walk.
1 walk.
And then Chloe Winters pitched game number 2, and she allowed just 1 hit. So in 14 innings, the Lady Lion pitchers allowed, and Rooney's going to be a little chopper to the shortstop across the diamond for out number 1. Rooney had that big infield single in his first at-bat that eventually led to him scoring one of the Lion runs as the catcher airmailed the throw down the first base line. That brings up Will McCall, who grounded out to the first baseman in his first at-bat to advance Rooney to third.
Definitely would love to see some more cowboy hat traffic cone opportunities today.
And a called strike on McCall.
Looks like that one's just going to miss on the outside there.
Yeah, 1-1.
And tries to chase him outside, but McCall stays right where he is now. 2-1 is the count.
There's ball 2. Okay, here you go. Listen to this. On the softball side, leading Chloe Winters, .55 ERA, and McCall. He drills that one. That's deep center.
I really thought that had more on it than what it was.
Again, you get it a little bit high, so McCall flies out to the center fielder for out number 2. Chloe Winters, number 1 in the conference. Number 2 in the conference is Morgan Crawford. She dropped hers from a 1.01 to a .86 after her game the other day. Then you come down, Brittany Adair's number 7 in the conference with a 2.54. And a called strike. So everything rolling in the right direction for the Lady Lions. And there's a shot. That's going to be a gapper. That's down. Oh, no. I thought that was what a great play by Lund there in right field. So the Lions go 3 up, 3 down for the first time today. So after 3, our score 3-0. We'll be back with more on the FHU Sports Network.
Chase Animal Hospital is a 5-doctor small animal practice in Huntsville, Alabama. We are a full-service hospital offering great patient care, boarding, grooming, and doggy daycare. Come and see us for all of your pet's needs. We are a proud sponsor of Freed-Hardeman University Athletics.
Welcome to Man's Wrecker Service. We offer a wide array of services. We are dedicated towing professionals, experienced in both simple and complicated towing services. We offer light and heavy-duty off-road recovery, auto and heavy-duty towing, load shift and load transfer capabilities, and much more. We are equipped to handle any situation, no matter how big or how small. Call today at 731-424-2173.
And we are back here on the FHU Sports Network. Lions currently lead 3-0, and Jacob Heighton will be at the plate here for Shawnee State. Oh, I forgot to turn you on.
Turn my microphone on.
I forgot to turn you on, my bad.
And Heighton singled to left in his first at-bat. Glad to see that he's back out on the field after that line drive. He took a pretty good shot there to in the dugout. And the ball upstairs. And that one down and in.
After that base hit last time, Huey going to try to chase him in the first 2 pitches.
Well, this is their overall best hitter. And I think I'm not saying Huey's trying to avoid pitching to him, but he's not going to give him a credit card and say charge it at the bank, you know.
That's right.
And Huey goes 3-1. And fooled him on that breaking pitch. So full count now here on Heighton. And off the glove of Huey, Rooklyn. Just couldn't come up with it. So that's a second hit of the day for Heighton. And that brings up Jacob Klein, who also singled back in the first. That was a great pitch. Huey just couldn't quite get the glove up to it. He just glanced off his glove. That's a tough play for a pitcher to make. And just misses on the outside part of the plate.
And it looks like they're shifting the outfield a little bit. They're moving Beecham over to left center a little bit.
And Huey with the pickoff. Well, you mentioned the shift. That's one of the new rules in Major League Baseball, that they are outlawing that infield shift. 2 infielders must be on each side of the infield at a time. I like that rule. That's always one of the craziest things in the world. Count stays at 1-0 as Huey is worked. Now he comes, and that one downstairs.
You know, there was a couple of times I saw, I think it was actually during the postseason when this happened. They had that infield shift, and there was a runner on second. They had, of course, no one on the third base side and over. That one, ball 3 right there, I believe.
Yes, it is, ball 3.
And you just have that guy bunt it down. I mean, there would be no one could get to it in time, and they got free hit.
If teams wanted to do away with that shift, and there's a foul tip at the plate, if a team really wanted to do something about it instead of making Major League Baseball make the call, that's where you teach your player, here's an easy base hit if you'll just lay a bunt down. And if you get it to the right place, it's not just a single, it's a double. And a base on balls. That's the first walk from Huey today. So the same 2 runners are on base, and now that brings up, with nobody out, Snittick, who struck out looking in his first plate appearance. So we'll see how Huey works here. Comes right at the batter, and that gets through Kelly, and runner stays. Great throw from Kelly. So now you got bases loaded.
No outs.
Nobody out. That brings up Jeremiah Clark, who grounded out to Zach Sanders, who made that great across-the-body throw back in the top of the second. And Coach Estes is going to go out and talk to Huey. Bolo makes his way out. We do have a little activity down in the bullpen. Can't see who it is. They got their warm-up shirt on still. Now here's where infield will come in even with the bases to get the out at the plate. Or let's see what they do.
And that might be Louise down there at the
Torres. All right, so infield's going to stay back at double play depth. They're willing to give up a run for the double play. And Huey comes to it, foul off, right off the top of the Martha Lewis Pavilion. So 0-1 the count on Clark, the designated hitter. I don't know. That there's something in there, but I couldn't figure out what it is or how to get it out. And a swing and a miss. It looks like a little roach of some kind in those binoculars, but I can't. I took the thing off and I couldn't see where it was at. So
looks like you got Cooley down there now as well.
So 0-2 the count on Clark. And no swing. Molo does a great job getting to the ball as it skirted away from him.
I really thought he went on that one, but looks like just didn't get far enough.
You didn't get the call from the first base umpire. And a swing, and that's a big strikeout right there. Now that puts the double play right back. That's the 6th strikeout of the day for Huey. That brings up Tanner Lund, the right fielder, who had that high pop foul over to Sean Rooney in inning number 2.
See if we can get a double play here by the infield, hopefully. If not, we can just take one out.
I don't know where that one was.
So you get
that would look like a pretty good pitch right there. Of course, again, Michael, that's why you and I are up here and the guy down there is making the big bucks. And Huey comes across, ball 2. So 2-0 the count here on Lund. And Lund, foul tip at the plate for strike number 1. Yeah, we got you. Who is it?
So it looks like it's just Cooley.
Just Cully. It is just Cully down in the bullpen. And a high fly ball. That probably will score a run.
And that got over.
So a grand slam from Lund to dead center. That gives Shawnee State a breath of fresh air to score 4 runs. I thought that was going to be playable, but again, you know, we talk about the wind, 16 mile an hour out of the southwest, and it looks like it's blowing more towards center. And there's another one.
That one probably going to bounce
That's
over.
a one-hop ground rule double.
Shawnee State is putting the bat on everything right now. And
well, they're doing what we've been doing. I mean, we've been hitting the ball hard. I mean, they've hit some solid shots. So that brings up George Duran, who grounded out to McCall back in the third inning. And the appeal was made that he missed the base at first, so it will go down. I got to think about this one. It's been a long time since I've had to score something like that. Kelly going back to the wall, and he makes the catch. Eli, hang on, and I'll figure out how we're going to score that. So that's the third out of the inning. But Shawnee State scores 4 runs on 4 hits. They left nobody on base, and there were no errors committed. So our score after 3.5, 4-3, Shawnee State is now on top. We'll be back on the FHU Sports Network.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's body shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
And that, excuse me.
Go.
That play that at where the runner missed first will officially be scored as a 1-3.
That's definitely one of the
I
most
may
unusual.
have to do some investigating on that, but at this point, my mind says that's a 1-3. I know on a lot of plays you credit out to the nearest fielder.
That sounds about right, I would think.
But since the out was at that base, that wipes the hit out. Now, if it out would have been at second, he would have got the hit. So, all right, what we got? William Kelly struck out in his first at bat. The wind is picking up, Michael.
It is.
And a swing and a miss. So I'm not sure that we're away from runs being scored still. And Kelly takes strike 2. And he didn't chase that. It goes to the backstop for ball number 1. And there's one off the end of the bat. First pitcher to the first baseman, a 1-3 ground out. That'll bring up Kent Rooklyn, who homered in his last at bat.
See if we can get a replay of what happened.
Over there to right, left center field. And checking the baseball for something. They're going to toss that one out. So I said, we already said Brooklyn coming up. And he takes a strike on the outside corner. And
right up
he
the
laces that one right up the middle for a single. And that'll bring up Caleb Molo, who just missed on a home run in his last at bat. So with one out, a runner on first, Brooklyn. And we didn't write stolen bases on my sheet. Let's see, Brooklyn.
See, stolen bases category, Brooklyn is at 11.
11,
right
okay. And fouled straight back. That's what I thought. He and Christian Presley are tied at 11 apiece. Is Coach Estes giving the signs down in the third base coaching box? And that one, Molo fouls that one out of play into the bleachers. So 0-2 on Molo. He and Kelly switch spots. Molo will play right, Kelly will play right, and the other will DH, do the. And Molo, grounder to shortstop, 6-4. No, sir, that's a 6-4 fielder's choice. That brings up Hunter Beecham. Guess what he did in his last at bat?
I think he took this one out past the 360 mark, about where that disc golf hole is right now.
That's exactly what he did. Between the light pole and the uprise of the fence in center field. And squares the bunt, pulls back, takes ball one. As the back pick goes down to first, Molo back in safely. Someone says, why is he squaring? I might be thinking, why is he squaring the bunt? He's trying to square the bunt. You got the first baseman holding runner on. Look where the third baseman is. He's at least 4 steps behind the bag. And Molo goes to second. Yeah, that will be a wild pitch. Catcher should have been able to scoot over and block. It was a tough pitch to handle, but and ball 3 to Beecham. As waiting on deck is Mason Libla. Should Beecham get on base? 3-0 the count. And no green light. Sorry, Michael, no green light. Takes a strike one. Great crowd here today. And there's a shot. Is that going to be bye-bye? And you can kiss another one goodbye for Hunter Beecham. So that is 2 home runs on the day for Hunter Beecham, 1 to right and 1 to left. Well, so that gives the Lions back the lead, 5-4. It's a crazy day out here, folks. The weather is absolutely gorgeous. It's about 67 degrees. The weather app says mostly cloudy, the sun's shining, so I think it's partly cloudy, but the wind is a killer. As the flag, I don't know if Paul can get a shot of the flag at some point, but it's just doing crazy stuff out there in center field. As Libla takes strike 2. There you go. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Cameraman. I appreciate that. It gives people an idea of what we're trying to say. And Libla swing and a miss for out number 3. But guess what, Michael?
Lions got the lead again.
The Lions score 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors committed, and nobody was left on base. We'll be back with the Lions up in top after 4 complete. 5-4 is our score right here on the FHU Sports Network.
27 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookum's, you are getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookum Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookum Steakhouse, come taste the difference.
Southern Family Dentistry's dental laser technology is a game changer for those who experience dental anxiety. Just imagine, no more drills. Look at some of Dr. Nathan Nash's patient results. We provide a relaxing environment to ensure a pleasant visit every time. From a simple cleaning to a full dental reconstruction. And now, prepless veneers. We're there when you need us. Dr. Nathan Nash will treat your family just like he wants his family treated. Check them out on Facebook to see all those loving smiles. Call 300-4545. Southern Family Dentistry, we want to make you smile.
And we are back here on the FHU Sports Network. Lions will now lead 5-4 as we come to the top of the 5th inning here. Freed-Hardeman was still going to go with Alex Huey as we get ready for this half of the inning.
And Herman, the top of the order for Shawnee State, he's flown out to center field and struck out. And first pitch is a strike. And that one straight over to our heads for a foul ball, strike 2. And want to try to get him to chase a pitch. Herman held up, so ball to 1. And a swing and a miss. Ball gets by Libla. Libla fires down, so you're going to get a strikeout.
And will that go down as an error now? Or?
No, I'm gonna see how Mr. Eli's gonna score that. He's gonna score that a wild pitch. You're gonna score the pass ball. That I don't know that you can't assume that he would have been out. We're gonna have to be a perfect throw for an out. I would lean towards an E2, but not on the throw. And there's a foul ball over to the line dugout. But nonetheless, it gets a runner on base. Huey needs to get through 6. And he's going to go to first. Huey comes set. 0-1 the count. He's going to go back over to first. As Howie Rodriguez has struck out twice, Michael. And that's a wicked pitch right there. It would look like it was going to be outside, and then all of a sudden it broke. And again, checks Herman at first. Herman back in safe. And Huey delivers. And another foul ball over on the third base side in front of the dugout. And a called strike three right at the knees. What a wicked pitch that was. All right, so that brings up Heighton, who is 2 for 2 on the day. 2 singles. He singled on the one that Huey deflected.
That's right.
And Huey delivers ball upstairs. And great pitch by Huey. That's all I can say. You go back, you look, Shawnee State took the lead 4-3 in the top of the inning. A good team will get those runs back. And the ball bounces in front of Lapla. Nice block, keeps it in front of him, keeps the runner at first, so 2-1 to count. The idea when a team scores like that, you want to get that back, at least part of it back. And Freed-Hardeman got the lead back. Thanks to Hunter Beecham. And a strike on the inside corner. I think the umpire rang him up, but it was only strike 2.
Got a little excited.
He got
right
just
there.
a little bit ahead of himself.
I gotta tell you, this wind is blowing.
Oh, now it's blowing straight dead center field. And count goes full now.
You could see on the umpire's shirt right there, as well as the Shawnee State players.
You can see how it's just the wind is just blowing. And, the view from center field, fortunately, so far today, the wind has not really been making, as some folks say, makes people seasick. It has not near as bad as it has been. 3-2 to count. Huey delivers. And fouled off. Out of play. And our young fans that brought their gloves are going to chase down the foul ball. Got to love it when you got the young ones here. Huey over to first. Again, Huey comes set. Checks his runner, comes to the plate. And ground ball to McCall. 5-4.
Oh.
5-4 fielder's choice.
And I want to take a look at that replay.
Well, that's what I'm going to say here. All right, so that brings up Klein. That's the first time Heighton has been well, he didn't get retired, but that brings up Klein, who drew a walk against Huey in his last at-bat. He was safe.
He was safe.
He was safe. Not by much.
I was about to say, if it was
not
very
by
close.
much. But according to the replay, it looked like he would have been safe. So Huey wheels to Klein. 1-1 the count, 2 outs. And that one fouled off. 1-2, 2 outs. Shawnee State has a runner on first. And Huey delivers to the plate. Down low, ball 2. Got a lot of 2s on that board out there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Just need if you had a runner on, then you could use Coach Joe saying right there.
You could.
I don't want that now, but
no, you don't. Only when we're batting. And Huey delivers, so it's full count.
Just couldn't get it in enough.
So Rooney's going to back off, not hold the runner. The runner will be moving on the pitch. So full count. And there's a shot to left. Base hit. Klein now 2 for 2. And that brings up Sniddick, who has struck out, and he singled to right field. And so Huey working again with runners on. And there's an excuse me ground ball foul down to McCall. So 0-1 the count now. We're in the top of the 5th. And umpire says it hit him. I think he leaned into it. Let's see what Coach S is going to come out. That loads the bases again. That brings up Clark, who is grounded out and struck out. Let's watch this one again. As Coach S is coming out. I don't want to watch it. Let's look at this. Watch this replay here. Didn't look like it hit him. If it did, it's like that video I showed Michael a while ago. The kid in Little League was batting. He had on the sweatshirt that had the hand warmers in the front. Pitcher pitched. The ball went in this pocket, and he pulled it out and handed it to the catcher, and the umpire sent him to first base. I've been around a long time. I've never seen that happen. All right, so here we go. As Coach S is expressing his confidence in his pitcher, Alex Huey. And the ball, Sanders, flips to Rookland for the fielder's choice. So
And
you go ahead and close. You
that's
can
going to take us
close
to
it out.
the bottom of the fifth inning. Your score: Freed-Hardeman 5, Shawnee State 4. We'll be back with Lions in batting action here on the FHU Sports Network.
Men, there's a new salon in Jackson, Race Clips, on South Highland, next door to Roland Safety and Supply. Whether it's a quick trim or a new look, Race Clips stylists can transform you to perfection. At Race Clips, you'll find all the products to keep you looking your best. Active duty military, veterans, and law enforcement officers receive a discount. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 6, 9 to 3 on Saturday. Race Clips on South Highland, Jackson. Go to race-clips.com.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place or yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
And we are back here on the FHU Sports Network. Lions lead 5-4. Christian Presley up to bat. Presley coming into the game today was batting .313 on the year with 4 home runs. Let's see if he can add to one of these stats here. First one is going to be swing and a miss for strike one. You're going to have Rooney on deck after Presley. And that one's going to miss low. Evens the count up here, 1-1. Wisniewski from the windup, and that one is going to get him for strike number 2. One-two count. Next pitch, Presley makes contact with it. That's going to sail over the Shawnee State dugout. We'll redo that. 1-2. And Presley gets to that one. Let's see if this one is able to drop. And that does, off the wall in left field. Presley is going to go 2. And he will be there as he gets one off of right close to the number 330 sign out there. Presley on with a double, and now that'll bring up Sean Rooney, playing his theme song, The Jukebox Hero. Let's see what he can do here. And that one's going to get by the catcher. Presley is going to be at third base without a doubt. One-0 count now from Wisniewski. Here's the pitch. And Rooney, contact with that one, is going to be grounded over to the Freed-Hardeman dugout. It evens the count up here, 1-1. Bottom of the fifth inning here and at 5 Wells Field. And that one's going to miss high for ball number 2. Goes with the count now, 2-1. And that one misses on the inside. Rooney up with the advantage here, 3-1. And that one is going to miss on the outside. Ball 4, Rooney will take his base, and now with runners on the corners, here comes Will McCall. So we'll see what McCall can do here.
So we had a Christian Presley double, advanced on a wild pitch,
and Sean Rooney with a walk just then. As that first one is going to get McCall on the inside corner for strike number 1. He went, Presley hit right off that 330 sign and left.
All right, now I'm all caught up in the book.
As McCall grounds that one over to the second baseman, gets him at second, over to first in time for out number 2, but not before Christian Presley gets 1 run across there for the Lions off of a Will McCall hit. So now Lions lead 6-4 in this game. And now Zach Sanders will be at the plate, the cleanup guy for Freed-Hardeman. Nobody on base now here for the Lions.
Sanders doubled down the right field line in his first at bat. And no RBI on that.
No RBI on the thing for McCall.
That's right. Double play takes the RBI off. Down low.
2-0 count now here for Sanders. Leaving Wisniewski in the game here.
I don't understand why you don't get an RBI, but that's just one of those funny rules in baseball.
And that one's going, gone, just over the wrong fence. So Sanders now 2-1 count. And looks like Cooley's still getting warmed up down there. That might be it for Huey, if I had to guess. Sanders
Another one.
is going to get that one off of the Martha Lewis Pavilion.
Right in the creek. So Coach McCutcheon can buy some more baseballs.
So evens the count up here 2-2. And the pitch. Misses low, and now we got a full count.
And
nice hit.
Third baseman Heighton, nice try. That'll be a single for Sanders.
It's going to bring up William Kelly now.
Kelly 0 for 2, struck out, grounded out to the pitcher off that nubber. Looked like my golf shot off the tee.
I have a feeling when I get back out
That's
there.
why I don't play golf very often.
Now, I'm planning on going over spring break. Now, whether or not that's how my shots look, that'll probably be the case.
I played there's a called strike. Back in August, I believe it was. Yeah, it was August. A good friend of mine passed away, and we used to go play golf every Sunday afternoon. So his brother and 2 of our other best friends. And there's a grounder straight up the middle. That's going to get through for Kelly. Sanders never hesitates. But we went out and we played there's a little golf course in Elizabethtown. It's owned by the city. When we played back when I was in high school, it was $2 all day. You could play 9, you could play 8. How many ever holes you felt like playing for $2?
Oh, wow.
When we went this year, guess what? It was $5. And we played, and it rained like it did this morning in the afternoon.
So runners on the corners now. The pitch to Kent Rooklyn. First is called strike.
Homered and singled. Homered in the second, singled in the fourth. And a big swing and a miss. And it looks like you may get a little activity down in the Shawnee State bullpen. Now the job's getting a rundown. And Sanders is caught stealing 1-4-2. for the third out. So Rooklyn will come back up, Michael. But the Lions score 1 run on 3 hits and a walk. No errors, 1 left on base. So after 5 full ones, our score 5-4 will be back. Or excuse me, 6-4 will be back after this on the FHU Sports Network.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation. Bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee. If you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
And welcome back in as pitching change for the Lions. Wesley Coley coming in. While you look up Coley's stats, let me give you the final line on Alex Huey. Huey with 5 innings pitched, gave up 6 hits, 4 runs, all 4 earned, 1 walk, and 8 strikeouts. How about Mr. Coley?
Coley on the year comes in with a 3.63 ERA, and out of 10 appearances has a 2-1 record in 4 games started, and has been able to get 35 strikeouts and only allowed 11 walks on the year. And I believe that 35 strikeouts, one of the top leaders in the conference right now.
He's up there. Let's see. Does he have I was looking for saves. Here we go, saves.
Saves.
And no saves.
Only one with a save right now is Connor Creasy and Quinn Bennett.
So only 2 saves this year for the Lions.
So stepping in for the Bears, Tanner Lund, the right fielder. First pitch called strike. Lund so far has fouled out to Rooney at first and hit an absolute bomb to right center field for it was dead center field, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was dead center field.
It was a grand slam. And 0-2 the count on him now. And that one fouled off. Out of play.
And rack up another first strikeout of the day.
That'll be 1 for him. Where's my pen? I got to. Coley came in, so I make a note anytime there's a player change or make a mark so I'll know. And ball upstairs. That's the first ball he's thrown. If I may be mistaken, but
I think you're right. I don't think he threw a ball in that last appearance at all.
And that's 3 straight balls. So after 5 strikes, I believe it was, fouled off 2. Yes, 5 strikes. He's thrown 4 straight balls, and that time he comes straight down the pipe for ball 4 there. So Bavis works the walk. That brings up the number 9 hitter, the number 9 hitter, George Duran. Duran, the center fielder for the Bears. And that one's up and in. Well, have they sat their bullpen person down there in the Bear bullpen?
Looks like he's stretching down there.
Okay. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Libla did a great job presenting that to the umpire. And Coley with the...
Looks like I almost caught Rooney off guard.
Yep. That's going to be a 1-3 pickoff for out number one, or out number two, excuse me. And now the count 1-1. What a great move by Coley, though. And Brooklyn didn't get there. Going to be a little Texas leaguer there. A single for Duran. That's his first of the day. That brings up Herman, who's flown out to center, struck out twice, but he reached first on the pass ball here. And Coley keeping an eye on the run. He checks him. Boy, almost caught another one leaning to second. Being a left-handed pitcher has its advantages when it comes to being able to make that pickoff move. And there's a strike. If you watch Coley, he does not have a high leg kick. A lot of lefties will have that high leg kick and hold that leg up and really be deceitful to the runner at first. And a swing and a miss for Herman. So the count 0-2 with 2 outs. Here in the top of the 6th. And the pitch to the plate. And that one's going to be sky high. McCall moves over, calls everybody off, makes the catch in foul territory. So that retires the side. So the base hit doesn't hurt anything as Shawnee State scores no runs. 1 hit, no errors, and they leave 1 on base. We'll be back with the Lions leading 6-4 as we go to the bottom of the 6th on the FHU Sports Network.
Chase Animal Hospital is a 5-doctor small animal practice in Huntsville, Alabama. We are a full-service hospital offering great patient care, boarding, grooming, and doggy daycare. Come and see us for all of your pets' needs. We are a proud sponsor of Freed-Hardeman University Athletics.
Welcome to Man's Wrecker Service. We offer a wide array of services. We are dedicated towing professionals, experienced in both simple and complicated towing services. We offer light and heavy-duty off-road recovery, auto and heavy-duty towing, load shift and load transfer capabilities, and much more. We are equipped to handle any situation, no matter how big or how small. Call today at 731-424-2173.
And welcome back. Five Wells Field here in Henderson, Tennessee. As Wisniewski still on the mound for the Bears. And we're about ready to go here in the bottom of the 6th. Shortstop Kent Rooklyn coming up for the Lions. He's homered and singled. in his 2 at-bats today. We have a new camera operator getting thrown into the fire. He had to run out to the car, huh? Yeah. It's getting a little, the wind is cooling it down pretty quick.
Thank you so much.
As the first pitch is delivered to Rooklyn downstairs, ball 1. And temperatures dropped 8 degrees. It's down to 61 on this one weather app. It may be cooler than that as you got 2 strikes. We had that one down and away. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just let me know if that's any good.
I'll let you know here in a minute.
Look, now you got M&Ms up here. I brought you some M&Ms. And that one, ball 3, as it bounces in front of the plate. And a payoff pitch. And Rooklyn, a big swing on a looping curveball for out number 1. That's the 3rd strikeout for Wisniewski. And Molo, just off the glove of the shortstop for a base hit for Caleb Molo, who has given the ball a pretty good ride today. His first at bat, he flew out to the left fielder deep on the warning track. So now Hunter Beecham comes up, and Hunter's not had a very good day, Michael. Hunter has homered twice, once to left center and once to right center. And no doubters, that one's going to hang a little bit high. That may be trouble. Second baseman able to get under it and gather it in. So that brings up Mason Libla, who is fouled out to the catcher and struck out. And Molo advanced to second on a wild pitch. And the count to Libla is 2-0. And a big swing and a miss. And that wind, if it's picked, this looks like it may have picked up. The sun's setting, it's getting chilly, a little bit chillier.
It was definitely chilly when I walked out a minute ago.
And there's a ground ball, third baseman, scoop. Low throw. First baseman able to recover. Nice pickup there. So 5-3 put out for out number 3. That takes us to the top of the 7th with the Lions leading 6-4. We'll be right back on the FHU Sports Network.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's body shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
And welcome back into the FHU Sports Network. Lions currently lead 6-4 with Wesley Cooley on the mound here to start the top of the 7th inning. Going to start off with number 1, Rodriguez for Shawnee State. Came into the game second best batting average on the team at .359. So Rodriguez steps up to the plate here. That first one is going to miss high and away for ball number 1.
Well, in his 3 at-bats against Alex Huey, he struck out all 3 times. And now he's going to get a ground ball to Rooklyn.
Won't strike out, but he will ground out on that one.
We'll take that.
Either way, ends up as an out.
So 1 out here early for the Bears.
Jacob Hyden now at the plate.
2 singles, and he hit into a fielder's choice in his last at-bat to Will McCall.
So let's see what he can do here. First pitch from Cooley. Looks like he gets the inside corner for strike number 1.
Well, is your bracket already dead at this point?
Oh, yeah, my bracket's done.
Strike 2 called.
You can,
mine was done after the first game.
You can stick a fork in my bracket. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you can post that one. You can go ahead and post that one, Paul. Oh. Well, it shows us as being real human beings, and there's a foul back. No, I would say that'll be good. That'll work. I would say 95% of the brackets in the country have already been busted.
I think there was 18 still left.
18
out of all the 17 million that were created
that were still intact. And there's and that time Rooklyn let the hop play him instead of playing the hop. Now come on over that direction. What are you going to do? That's what I thought. Going to score that as an E6.
And here comes the first pitch from Cooley. Right down Main Street with that curve for strike number 1. But yeah, the first game of that was Colorado State and Michigan. After that game, I lost the chance of winning that Nissan Acura.
Oh, well, that ball downstairs. Klein hitting for Shawnee State. 2 for 2 today with 2 singles and a walk. Got the only walk that Huey gave up. And Curly delivers. That's a sky high.
That is without a doubt gone.
Ties it. There's a reason he has now 6 home runs.
And now that's the team leader now in home runs for Shawnee State.
That's going to bring up Noah Sneaduk. He struck out, grounded out, and was hit by a pitch in his 3 previous plate appearances. So he is 1 for 2 on the day. Yeah, the wind, that's why I say a lead is not safe with the wind blowing at 21 miles an hour out of the west. And ball 2. So Hugh will get no decision again today. It's been hard luck for him on decisions. That nice curveball by Cully. And third base umpire says no. Full count.
I think that was one of them 50-50 shots.
Yeah, you don't have a choice but to appeal it. I don't think he went far enough around. So here's the payoff. Ball 4.
And looks like we got some action going on the Freed bullpen now. Let's see who this is.
That brings up the designated hitter, Jeremiah Clark. He's grounded out to Zach Sanders, struck out, and hit into a fielder's choice, also to Zach Sanders. And the ball down low. See who it is? He's got his warm-up on still.
He's got his warm-up on. I'm trying to see his face right now.
Well, don't forget, look around that little bug that's in the front of those binoculars.
Yeah, I still can't figure out what that is.
Torres. Yeah, it's Luis Torres. As Libla goes out, I don't know if he's out buying time to get Torres a little warm up or if he's trying to get his signals right with Cully. And fouled off. So 1-1 the count. Runner on first for Shawnee State.
Just couldn't get it down far enough.
Yeah, just high.
And same deal, just couldn't get it down.
Just not getting it down. And that's 2 walks in a row. We got runners now at first and second. That brings up right fielder Tanner Lund. Fouled out to Rooney, homered to right center, and struck out. He was the first batter that Cully faced.
And looks like that might be it for, yep. And Luis Torres is going to come into the game now.
All right, so we're going to get a pitching change. We'll be back with all the information on a new pitcher right after this on the FHU Sports Network.
27 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookum's, you are getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookum Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookum Steakhouse, come taste the difference.
Southern Family Dentistry's dental laser technology is a game changer for those who experience dental anxiety. Just imagine, no more drills. Look at some of Dr. Nathan Nash's patient results. We provide a relaxing environment to ensure a pleasant visit every time. From a simple cleaning to a full dental reconstruction. And now, prepless veneers. We're there when you need us. Dr. Nathan Nash will treat your family just like he wants his family treated. Check them out on Facebook to see all those loving smiles. Call 300-4545. Southern Family Dentistry, we want to make you smile.
And we are back here on the FHU Sports Network. Luis Torres coming onto the mound here for Freed-Hardeman. Luis comes into the game with a 2.88 ERA. In 9 appearances, he has a record of 1-1, 1 win, 1 loss, no saves. Has allowed 22 hits, 8 runs. As far as strikeouts goes, he has 18 of those and has only allowed 5 walks. So we'll see what Torres can do here against Shawnee's number 2 Lund. Forget to turn you on again.
That's all right. He inherits 2 runners, which both of those runners will be Cully's responsibility. As Cully went 1.1 innings, gave up 2 hits, 3 walks, and 1 strikeout. Can't give you his runs at this point. As Lund, swing and a miss.
It took a little bit off of that one.
Yeah, he did. And Shawnee State's got some up. Can't tell who they are. They've got their sweatshirts on. And Torres pitch. And that's a ball. Good job by Libla to keep that in front of him. Hey, spring training started today, too. Did you know that?
I saw some of that today. Glad MLB is back in the swing of things now.
Well, I am too. I'm more excited that we'll have. Good night.
There was no doubt about that one.
He just hung that. So a 3-run shot put Shawnee State up 9-6. So Cully will end up giving up 4 runs. 3 of those will be earned. As Roberto Bavis steps in now, Michael, he has doubled, walked, and struck out.
See if we can get a repeat of that last one.
That's just, you know, you just can't hang one. And there's a called strike. You work yourself ahead of the batter. You need to continue to be aggressive. There's a ground ball to Rooklyn over to Rooney for out number 2. That brings up the number 9 hitter, Duran. Grounded out to McCall, flew out to right field to Kelly, and has a single to left in his last at bat. And a big swing. That was a big swing. You just can't leave that pitch hanging up there, and then that drop down, and Lund, his second home run of the day. He just got every bit of it.
You could, like, even with the wind blowing the way it is, you could just tell that one, no doubter.
Umpire grants Duran time. So counts 0-2 as Torres had really begun his motion. And so we go to the bottom of the 7th. Lions trail 9-6. We'll be back with more on the FHU Sports Network.
Men, there's a new salon in Jackson, Race Clips, on South Highland, next door to Roland Safety and Supply. Whether it's a quick trim or a new look, Race Clips stylists can transform you to perfection. At Race Clips, you'll find all the products to keep you looking your best. Active duty military, veterans, and law enforcement officers receive a discount. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 6, 9 to 3 on Saturday. Race Clips on South Highland, Jackson. Go to race-clips.com.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place is yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
And we are back here on the FHU Sports Network, and it has been a game 9-6. Shawnee State over Freed-Hardeman right now as we head into the bottom of the 7th inning. So Freed-Hardeman going to have to look to get some runs on the board here. And the first pitch to Presley is going to be low for ball number 1. And Presley gets on that one. That one's going to make it by the shortstop, and Presley is going to make it with no doubt. And the throw over to second is not in time. Presley is going to get a double out of that. And so Rooney will be up to bat. Now I believe that will be scored as a double, wouldn't it? Okay, so that will be scored as a double. 9-6 Shawnee. Sean Rooney up to bat with a runner on second, so let's see what he can do here. And Rooney pops that one up. Let's see what's done about this. And he loses the ball. And Presley going over to third. Throw is in time, and he is out. So Rooney gets on. Presley's out at third. Will McCall up to bat. And that one going to get off of McCall. And little chirping going back and forth here. And they're going to give a warning to both benches.
After the hit by pitch, that brings up the second baseman, number 2, Zach Sanders.
So now Zach Sanders up to the plate. But before we do that, looks like we're going to get a timeout called. As we're going to get a mound visit here for Shawnee State. And while they take this one, reminder that games tomorrow are set at 12 and 3. That'll be a doubleheader. One will be a 9, one will be a 7-inning game. And we are starting to get some action, more action over in the Shawnee State bullpen. Sanders will be up at the plate here. Let's see, Christian Presley got on base with a double. And then Rooney hit a pop-up, was dropped by the second baseman. And Presley was caught at third. Rooney got on at first. McCall got hit by a pitch. And first pitch is going to be low for ball number 1. Here we go with a 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to miss outside for ball number 2. 2-0 count here. And that one misses on the outside again. 3-0 count. And that one, Sanders lets that one go by for strike number 1.
For Shawnee State, Garrett Goodwin in the bullpen, sophomore right-handed pitcher out of Ashland, Ohio.
So with a 3-1 count, here's the pitch. And that one says nicks the outside corner. Sanders, full count, 2 runners on, 1 out. And the pitch. Sanders grounds that one. That's going to go over foul territory. So we'll redo that full count again. From Wisniewski to Sanders. Is going to miss on the outside. Ball 4, bases are loaded now. And now that's going to bring up William Kelly. We'll see if Shawnee State goes to the new pitcher yet. And
that's it. He's going to a new pitcher.
I believe that's what we're going to do. Make sure to see the new pitcher come out. And
let's tell about it when he comes back. We'll bring it back. As a new pitcher coming in. Lions trail 9-6 here in the bottom of the 7th.
Live here on the FHU Sports Network.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, me and my dreams run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there.
And we are back here on the FHU Sports Network. Garrett Goodwin on the mound here for Shawnee State. We got bases loaded here with one out. William Kelly will be at the plate here. So it looks like William Kelly with Will McCall on second base. You have Rooney at third base. You got Sanders at first. And we do have some action going on in the Freed bullpen now. Let's see who this is. Looks like that's going to be Connor Creasy, the closer for the Lions.
That's your closer. So Kelly steps in. Kelly has struck out, grounded out to the pitcher, and singled straight up the middle. Don't forget you can catch a replay of this game on YouTube. It'll be Worthy Road Studios. You can also go, if you are on Facebook, you can follow BallGame Blitz, and it takes you to the link of all those different sports that Worthy Road Studios does. Oh, you got Instagram and Twitter now. I didn't know you had those. So, and ball two. I do have to make mention, Coach McCutcheon is not up here, but don't forget, folks, on April 22nd will be the annual Sports Advisory Council benefit dinner featuring Lady Vols head coach Kelly Harper.
Her team right now currently in the NCAA tournament as a 4 seed.
And Kelly, a big swing and a miss. Yes, they are. You can go to gofhulions.com and click on the link that says Giving, and you can learn about opportunities for tickets, sponsorship, or you can call the athletic office. And
it got by.
Kelly got by. 1 run in. McCall cruising for home, and the left fielder throws it right down into the field. So a 2-run.
And Lions fans are getting into it now. Only down 1 here.
But anyway, you can call the athletic offices at 989-6900 or 989-6901, and you can get more information. I don't know how many of them will be in the office this week, as it will be spring break here in Henderson, Tennessee. But you can always check it out online at gofhulions.com. This game also will be archived on the Stretch portal there at gofhulions.com. If you're friends with Michael or friends with me, you could even be friends with Paul Schultze or Summer Sturgis on Facebook. You can check out all of our pages. We share all those links amongst ourselves. Ball 1.
Here we go with that 1-0 count. And Rooklyn, I thought he got that down the line for some reason, but
well, it went right over the over beyond the third base dugout. He's homered and singled. And struck out today as Kent Rooklet. All against Wisniewski. And again, he took something off of that. Big swing and a miss. One and two with one out. Runners on first and second. And he tried to go with that. He tried to do the same thing. He just a little bit of a release point problem right there. Was high. And he's trying to fool him on that pitch. Wouldn't be surprised if he came back with the same pitch right here. No, he came back with the fastball down and away for ball 3. Now we got a full count again, Michael.
This is big right here.
This is it.
Oh, nice grip.
That's down. And
he drops it.
Kelly headed to third, and he slides in.
We're all tied up again.
We
now.
are even. And they're going to go with a double on that.
Do what now?
Single and advanced on the throw.
So now Caleb Molo going to come up to the plate now.
Molo has flown out the left, hit into a fielder's choice to the shortstop, and singled to left. And he takes a strike. He's got runners at second and third with one out. Freed-Hardeman got 3 back so far after giving up 5 in the top of the 7th. And they're going to check, and he says no. Have checked, I think we've checked, 4 times today, and he said no all 4 times.
Counts even out 1-1.
And that's outside. You got activity still down in the Shawnee State bullpen. I don't have a number for you. He's behind the light pole, plus he's got his warm-up jersey jacket on. And Molo shoots a shot down the right field.
Don't believe
foul.
Don't believe Coach Trask was getting to that one.
No, he wasn't going to try to, I don't think.
Counts even back here at 2-2, and Molo calls time here.
Well, you're in a big spot right here. And Molo, that's down. And Kelly's going to score.
And they'll hold Brooklyn.
It's okay. Center fielder did not get a good jump on that ball. That brings up Hunter Beecham, who's homered twice today and popped up to the second baseman. And the wind blowing out to left now, it looks like. His first homer was to left and then the dead straightaway center field. And safety squeeze, trying to push that ball down the first base line and goes foul on the bunt. Is Mason Libla on deck. And you're going to get a stolen base for Molo as the attempt, Rooklyn had really come down the line and the catcher tossed it out. Luckily, it didn't go into left field because that was not a great throw as the third baseman diving to get to it. And a ball downstairs. 2-1 to Beecham. Now you want him to swing away. A fly ball scores a run. And Beecham, a big swing and a miss. I think he was trying for home run number 3 on that one.
And that one tipped and caught.
It's going to be a strikeout. It's out number 2.
Out number 2.
That brings up Libla, who's popped out to the catcher in foul territory, struck out, and grounded out.
We are going to get a pinch hitter, though.
Oh, we are.
Looks like Ryan Stark. Stark on the year. Let's get his stats for you. 226 batting average. Has 7 hits, 2 doubles, and 2 RBIs with that.
Yeah, Stark started out the year as the designated hitter early in the season. I know the first couple of games.
See what Stark can do here.
And there's a take. Pretty good idea about Stark coming right off the bench. You don't want to jump right into it. Now you can afford to be a little aggressive. Look at the shirts blowing on the players. So you can tell what the wind is doing. And fouled at the plate, straight back. Christian Presley decides to come over and snag that foul ball.
Well,
all right,
we've almost made it through the lineup here.
0-2 the count. Yeah, well, we'll be back to the top of the order.
Good idea there by Stark.
If Stark gets on, then you're back to the top. If Stark gets out, you're still back to the top in the bottom of the 8th. And that's a ball downstairs, so 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 outs and 2 runners on, so you know what that means. Deuces are wild.
That is correct.
Finally been able to say that once this year.
And he throws the changeup and a swing and a miss for out number 3. But the Lions tack 4 on the board, retake the lead, 10-9. We'll be back with the top of the 8th after these messages on the FHU Sports Network.
Over 7 years ago, God called Brandy Reagan into a new career as a realtor. 7+ years later, Brandy is a multi-million-dollar producer, broker, and owner of Reagan Realty Group. Brandy believes God will always give her what He wants her to have. Brandy loves helping clients find their dream homes, and she believes each and every home has a story to tell. So call Brandy today at 731-410-7700 and let her help tell your story. Go get 'em, Lions!
Chase Animal Hospital is a 5-doctor small animal practice in Huntsville, Alabama. We are a full-service hospital offering great patient care, boarding, grooming, and doggy daycare. Come and see us for all of your pets' needs. We are a proud sponsor of Freed-Hardeman University Athletics.
And we are back here on the FHU Sports Network. Connor Creasy checking in now, the closer for the Lions. Over the season, Connor Creasy 2.93 ERA, and in 9 appearances, he's 2-1 with 1 save. And he's gotten 18 strikeouts with 4 walks and 5 earned runs on the year. So we'll see what Creasy can do here to hopefully try to close this thing out here against Shawnee State.
Going for that 2-inning save. So I ran into Creasy and Huey last night at Big Star, Cash Saver.
Cash Saver?
Yeah. I'd stopped at Diddy's and got some barbecue, but didn't have no chips to have, so I had to go get some Munchos.
That sounds like a good idea right there. I think I might get Subway after this game.
Well, I had Subway for lunch, so I don't know what I'm going to get afterwards.
They got this new thing I like, the online order, and now that I figured out how to work technology in a generation that's usually good with technology.
I'm not going to comment on that. But, yeah, your generation usually is superb on technology.
I didn't get that gene for some reason.
Oh, okay. It skipped a generation. Creasy deals. Ball 1 outside. As they're back at the top 2, this Herman, right? Yep.
This is Herman.
Herman.
I believe. Let me check.
He's 0 for 4. Yeah, they're at the top of the order. He's flown out, struck out twice, and flew out in foul territory to McCall, and that one fouled straight back. Well, I thought I might be home by 8, but not looking like it, is it? Still a lot of baseball to play. And we're about 2 hours and 29 minutes in. And there's his first hit of the day to right center field.
It's just been an offensive day right here.
It's one of those days, and you got a courtesy runner, number 44.
That would be Kyle Eastlick.
So that steps up Rodriguez. Struck out 3 times and grounded out to the shortstop. Take strike 1. Yeah, Creasy sets, delivers to the plate. I don't know where that was. That must have been a little bit high. Didn't quite get the break on that pitch that he wanted. And that one outside, check swing. They didn't appeal down to first. Now they do, and first base umpire again says, not this time.
Not this time.
It's about 5 today that he said, not this time. I don't think we've had an appeal that has actually fallen through as a check swing. And fouled at the plate, so that evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the top of the 8th. The Bears with 10 hits. The Lions have 14. Offensive-minded ball game. And a swing and a miss. That is his 4th strikeout for that young man today. And that brings up Jacob Heighton. Singled to left, singled to Rooney off that one. And then he has grounded out to McCall, and then Rooney just couldn't play the hop while ago and allowed the error. So 2 for 4 today. Everything's gone to the right side. I can say you probably will expect that to happen again. And there's what he was trying to do on that first batter a moment ago, a strike 1. Greasy just able to deliver it. This one goes to Sanders. 4, 6, 3. Double play.
And that might be the momentum they need as they go into the bottom of the 8th and get ready to close this game out. And so with your score 10-9 Freed-Hardeman, we'll take a break and let you watch and listen to some of our sponsors here on the FHU Sports Network.
Welcome to Man's Wrecker Service. We offer a wide array of services. We are dedicated towing professionals, experienced in both simple and complicated towing services. We offer light and heavy-duty off-road recovery, auto and heavy-duty towing, load shift and load transfer capabilities, and much more. We are equipped to handle any situation, no matter how big or how small. Call today at 731-424-2173.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's body shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
And we are back here on the FHU Sports Network. New pitcher on the mound for Shawnee State. That is going to be number 37, Marty Niddle. Marty, a sophomore out of West Portsmouth, Ohio. Just right up the river from Cincinnati. And so he'll be on the mound as we get started back with the top of the lineup for Freed. And it's going to be Christian Presley. So let's see what Presley can do here. Start out. First pitch is going to be a called strike. And looks like that one's going to miss high and away for ball number 1. Evens the count up here. Presley fouls that one off. 1-2 count now here for Christian. And that one curves right in there. Presley knew it too. Strikeout number 1 for Niddle.
Was that looking?
That was looking.
Okay, you said this young man's from West Portsmouth, Ohio.
That is right.
I'll tell you a story about Portsmouth, Ohio.
You're going to tell me a story about Portsmouth, Ohio?
Yep. As soon as this pitch is thrown, I'll tell you my story.
Strike 1 called against Sean Rooney.
The reason I know where Portsmouth and West Portsmouth, Ohio is, when I was in high school, I took a job working with a gentleman that was setting up a roller bearing remanufacturing facility.
Evens count up there 1-1.
And his bosses had bought some stuff up from a company in Portsmouth, Ohio. So naturally, I get drafted to go with him to pick the equipment up and drive the pickup truck. I remember it because I got pulled over in front of a Long John Silver's restaurant just outside of Georgetown, Kentucky, doing 72 miles an hour in a 50.
Oh, boy.
So I know Portsmouth, Ohio well.
Full count now for Sean Rooney. And he's going to get him swinging for strike number 3. 2 strikeouts here for Niddle.
He's come in with some pretty good stuff. That brings up Will McCall. He's 0 for 3 on the day, got hit by a pitch. And I understand there might have been some words after the hit by pitch. And gave warning to both dugouts. I must have missed that. And boy, tell you what, he's
lighting it up right now.
He's hitting his spots, that's for sure. Don't forget, game 2 of this series is tomorrow. First game is noon, I believe. Is that right? First game noon?
First game is at noon, I believe.
It'll be a 7-inning game. Second game follows at 3. If Coach Estes stays with his normal rotation, Tyler Duskin will be on the hill for the Lions. One more time while we have it after this pitch. And ball 2. Don't forget, folks, the annual Sports Advisory Council benefit dinner featuring Lady Vol head coach Kelly Harper. Yes, that's fouled.
That's going to get right down the line.
Look at the wind. Look what the wind did to it. So it's still in foul territory.
It's going to be an out, so no hits, runs, or errors in that inning. And Lions are going to go to the top of the 9th with the score 10-9.
Don't forget, on the Sports Advisory Council dinner, you can go to Go FHU Lions for more information and to purchase tickets, sponsorships, and all that information is there. But we'll be back on the FHU Sports Network.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
27 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookum's, you're getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookum Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookum Steakhouse, come taste the difference.
And we are back here on the FHU Sports Network, top of the 9th here for Freed-Hardeman with the lead 10-9. Shawnee State up to bat with their cleanup guy, number 13, Jacob Klein.
Just 3 outs to do it right here. If Connor Creasy can get 3, he'll have a 6-out save.
As first one, right down Main Street after getting them.
I'll tell you what, Creasy's on a man on a mission right now.
He is. So 0-1 count now. And that one misses for ball 1. So here we go, 1-1 count. And that one didn't have to check the swing on that one. It's going to be a strike anyway. 1-2 count. And the next pitch is going to be lined right up the middle. Beecham is going to ground it out in right center and gets it in.
All right, that's going to bring up
number 9,
Noah Snidich. He has struck out, singled, been hit by a pitch, and walked.
First one. Looks like just missed out on the inside corner, ball 1.
And Creasy, you don't want to overthrow right now. You just want to play pitch and catch right here with your catcher. Good things happen.
So here we go, 2-0 count.
1 runner on. Here's the pitch.
That one is going to miss on the inside for ball 3.
He's not giving that inside corner on the left-handed batters all day. Hey, nobody down in the bullpen. It's Creasy's. There's a strike on the outside corner.
3-1.
Shawnee State does have somebody throwing.
You got the warm-up jacket on, too.
Yep. And strike 2. Man, that's a big sweeping pitch, breaking pitch right there.
It's big now, full count with a runner on.
There's a DH. Clark is on deck. And a big swing and a miss. Creasy he said, not today. Today's not your day to get a hit. And that brings up Clark. Clark is 0 for 3, drew a walk at his last at bat. And that walk would have been against, I believe, that would have been Cully who gave up that walk. Yeah, he's ready to go now.
He definitely is.
And another swing and a miss.
There's no stopping him right now, hopefully.
He's finding his spot, and that's what you want.
And that one gets by the catcher.
I don't know, going pass ball or a wild pitch?
I believe that would be a pass ball if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they're trying to work Creasy slowly. He's working quickly and trying to slow him down. One of these times the umpire is not going to give time. Down low and outside.
I thought he was going to go
no,
swing on that one.
He hadn't given, like I say, he hasn't given that call all day long. And there it is. Two balls, two strikes. That's strike. That was going to say that's strike three. That brings up Tanner Lund. Here's the man of the day for Shawnee State. He has 2 home runs. He's got a grand slam and a 3-run shot, 7 RBIs on the day with an open base. You're going to probably not give him much to hit, as I'm sure that and there's a big old swing. He came in with no home runs and only 2 doubles, hitting .246, so you wouldn't have expected the 2 home runs. With the wind definitely aided both of those home runs. And Creasy cuts across the plate for strike 2. So 0-2, Shawnee State down to their last strike. You know, I look down the right field line. The wind's so strong that it's blown over the rolling for the batting practice netting. Here we go. Creasy. Right on the outside corner. So Creasy gives up a hit and strikes out the side to end the ball game. We're going to take about a 4-minute break, Summer, and then we're going to come back and wrap this one up as the Lions win. Exciting game, 10-9. We'll be back with more on the FHU Sports Network.
Southern Family Dentistry's dental laser technology is a game changer for those who experience dental anxiety. Just imagine. No more drills. Look at some of Dr. Nathan Nash's patient results. We provide a relaxing environment to ensure a pleasant visit every time. From a simple cleaning to a full dental reconstruction. And now, prepless veneers. We're there when you need us. Dr. Nathan Nash will treat your family just like he wants his family treated. Check them out on Facebook to see all those loving smiles. Call 300-4545. Southern Family Dentistry, we want to make you smile.
Men, there's a new salon in Jackson, Race Clips on South Highland, next door to Roland Safety and Supply.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place is yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, me and my dreams run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there.
Over 7 years ago, God called Brandy Reagan into a new career as a realtor. 7+ years later, Brandy is a multi-million-dollar producer, broker, and owner of Reagan Realty Group. Brandy believes God will always give her what He wants her to have. Brandy loves helping clients find their dream homes, and she believes each and every home has a story to tell. So call Brandy today at 731-410-7700 and let her help tell your story. Go get 'em Lions!
Case Animal Hospital is a 5-doctor, small animal practice in Huntsville, Alabama. We are a full-service hospital offering great patient care, boarding, grooming, and doggy daycare. Come and see us for all of your pet's needs. We are a proud sponsor of Freed-Hardeman University Athletics.
Welcome to Man's Wrecker Service. We offer a wide array of services. We are dedicated towing professionals, experienced in both simple and complicated towing services. We offer light and heavy-duty off-road recovery, auto and heavy-duty towing, load shift and load transfer capabilities, and much more. We are equipped to handle any situation, no matter how big or how small. Call today at 731-424-2173.
And welcome back in. I'm Ray Pack here. This guy right here, that's Michael Mullenix. We're glad that you have tuned in with us as an exciting game here at Five Wheels Field today.
That's right. It was just a complete offensive onslaught. You had home run after home run, base hit after base hit, big play after big play. It was just overall a great game to watch. Pitching, I mean, you had those occasional walks, but, I mean, really it was just about putting the ball in play today is what really the game came down to.
3 home runs by each team.
3 home runs by each team. I knew there was at least 5.
And the two big ones, not to take away from our team, I want to focus on Shawnee State. The young man comes in hitting 246. Tanner Lund, their right fielder, he comes in hitting 246 with just 2 doubles. He had a grand slam, and he had a 3-run homer. On the Freed-Hardeman side, you come down and you look at the number 8 hitter, Hunter Beecham, hitting 276. He has 5 doubles coming in now, 3 triples, and he had 4 home runs. He ends up with 2 home runs tonight. And so it's just baseball's a funny game. It's a funny game, and the weather plays into a lot of it. You know, it's kind of damp outside, the wind blowing. It rained this morning. It rained all night, and it rained this morning. I guess it rained up to about 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I guess so.
I left the house at about 7:30, and it was still sprinkling a little bit.
I didn't wake up till right about 8:15 because I had an 8:30 class.
Well, what else is new for you college students?
But, I mean, we talked about this with a bunch of my buddies the other day, just about the weird things that happen in sports usually happen in the month of March. And all you can really say, it's March.
It is March.
That's all you can really say sometimes.
Well, Shawnee State scores 9 runs on 11 hits. They commit 2 errors, and they were costly errors for them. They left 7 runners on base, so they had opportunities to score. Freed-Hardeman fortunately put 10 on the board on 14 hits. They committed 1 error, and they left 5 on base. Your winning pitcher is Luis Torres. Connor Creasy gets the save, and the loser for them was Godwin. You got his first name.
Garrett Godwin.
Garrett Godwin, number 24, I believe.
Goodwin.
Goodwin. So, hey, tomorrow Lions play right here on this Freed-Hardeman website, the Go FHU Lions website. You can go to live video. It'll bring you to the stretch portal and take you to our live broadcast. This one here in about 30 minutes will be archived to YouTube, the Worthy Road Studios YouTube page. Michael Mullenix will be bringing you to both games tomorrow. I will be traveling, so I won't be able to. I mean, I guess I could watch and you could take me over the cell phone, but I don't think my wife wants me to be talking and driving. She already told me I can't call in to the Sports Zone with Coach Joe tomorrow because I'll be driving. But anyway, Michael will have that. Don't forget Lady Lions softball. They're in Georgetown, Kentucky. A 3 and 5, 3 p.m. first game, 5 p.m. for the second game. And then then they'll play Sunday. I think it was 12-2 for Sunday. And you got a lot of the other athletic teams. Tennis, I think, is playing here today. And cross country is probably somewhere. Or not cross country. Track and field is probably somewhere today.
I think they actually are off this week.
Oh, maybe that is golf.
Golf travels. See, I think they leave on Sunday or Monday. I know it's one of them 2 days. Because got a couple of guys that play golf that live on the floor that I live on. They will be traveling this week, so they're getting to stay in the dorm tonight.
So, anyway, that's going to wrap it up. Beer, you got anything else you would like to say to the folks out there?
Just overall great game. Look for more of that tomorrow here as Lions try to go for the series win and hopefully, possibly even that, a sweep tomorrow.
That'd be nice. So, for Micah Mullenix, I'm Ray Pack, and we owe the following folks say thank you. Today's broadcast is copyright 2022 by Worthy Road Studios and Freed-Hardeman University. Any unauthorized use, rebroadcast, retransmission without the express written consent of Worthy Road Studios and Freed-Hardeman University is strictly prohibited. Our broadcast today was directed by Miss Summer Sturgis. I'm Ray Pack, your play-by-play announcer. Your color announcer was Michael Mullenix, although we traded back and forth, so it's really not fair to say one did the other. But anyway, our camera operator was Mr. Paul Schultze, and our executive producer is Paul Schultze. So for the entire crew here at Worthy Road Studios, I'm Ray Pack, and we say to you, good night and God bless.